Welcome to episode 5 of the PhD Breakdown, where today I'm going to speak about how you can make your PhD more of a 9 to 5 routine. So on this channel, I will do lots of videos in relation to academic writing and time management. If this is something that's interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so the key question today, how can you make your day more efficient so it doesn't spill over into the evening and the weekends? I'm going to speak about 5 different points here. My first piece of advice is to get yourself a better sleep routine. I speak from experience here because during my own PhD, I was pretty bad at waking up. I'd set an alarm for 8 o'clock and it's past 10 and I've kind of wasted half the day already. So if this is something that relates to you, I recommend that you set 2 alarms, and one of those could be your phone and the second alarm could be one that's a little bit further away, out of your reach, so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. From experience, that did help me. But if you're someone that can't sleep as well, you're trying to work out how you can get to bed a little bit earlier and sleep better, I recommend that you stay away from caffeine in the evenings and also avoid binge watching at night and also being on your phone late at night in the dark with that bright light staring back at you. I will do quite a few videos on sleep in the future, so again, if you're interested in that, do subscribe to the channel. My second piece of advice is to have a clear objective at the start of your day. Quite often as a PhD student, you walk into the office and you're not quite sure where to start. And for the first hour or two, you're going between different tasks and you're not really focused on one particular element. That leaves you feeling confused about what to do next. So from my experience, I would go for a coffee, I would take a diary or even just a piece of scrap paper. And within 5-10 minutes, I've just written down some very simple objectives. And that is my day. I will not deviate away from that. That is what I need to do. Just block your mind from anything else. So with that in mind, just clear any irrelevant tabs on your laptop and turn off your notifications for your emails as well. You can check your emails at lunch or at the end of the day, but don't feel that need to constantly reply really quickly to your emails. My third piece of advice is to hide your phone. This is very short and sweet, this piece of advice. Just hide your phone in a locker, hide it in a rucksack, out of sight, out of mind. Point number 4 is to hide yourself. So during my PhD, this would be my dream, having an empty office and getting lots of work done. Not always the case, because the office could be very busy and distracting, so therefore I would go to the library and spend a few hours in there by myself so I could focus. That said, if I spent too much time in the library, that would wind up my PhD colleagues who felt that I wasn't spending time with them. So you need to get the balance right. You need to find that time to go and study by yourself so you can focus. But if you go through your PhD just locked away, not really speaking to anybody, that's not a good thing to do either. And my final point is learn to say no. People say this all the time in academia. Easier said than done, but at the start of the PhD, you get asked loads of questions. Can you help me with this? Would you like to try this? And you're really keen at the start of your PhD and you say, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But you do need to learn to block out some of these requests. And you want to get the balance right too, though. You don't want to be known as a selfish PhD student who's not willing to help anybody else, but you can't be overly selfless either. So if you always say yes in academia, you'll be incredibly busy. You'll be busy on the evenings, the weekends, because you're saying yes to everybody. Okay, I'll finish the video now with a PhD breakdown. First of all, don't underestimate sleep, rest, recovery. You need to find a routine, but be stubborn. If you want to spend 3 or 4 hours by yourself in the library, go and do it. But again, don't lock yourself away for the entirety of your PhD. You need friends. And also learn to say no. That can be difficult, but in time, you will learn how to do this. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I'll speak to you again soon.